Will, what is your topic?
So again, it's that type of the summer when all I'm doing is watching Big Brother. That's predominantly what's on my TV screen. So I thought this week it would be fun for us to think of a set of house guests. And I thought that 6 to 8 people range. I didn't want us to have to build an entire 16-person roster because that would be wild. But instead of picking celebrities or friend, like real world people we know, specifically pick characters from movies or TV shows. So one of the examples I sent you, Travis, was Hunter S. Thompson, played by Johnny Depp from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I was like, that would be a fun character to have in that house. So if you want, I'll just go ahead and go first. I'll rattle mine off and kind of the direction I was going with it. So Hunter Thompson from Johnny Depp from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Seth Rogen, his character Del Denton from Pineapple Express. The dude that was his whole week got blown off because he was just trying to buy a bag of weed. That was it. You know what I mean? So he'd be fun. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. You know, the merc with a mouth that says everything. I thought social game was super important, so I said Peter Dinklage as Tyrion Lannister. Being able to go in there and run it, do his thing. You know, I thought social game is important, so pick somebody who, you know, would have terrible social game just because it would be a train wreck to watch. Steve Carell as Michael Scott from The Office.
Okay.
Michael C. Hall as Dexter, again because of the psychological social game and the physical games, because you know he was put together, black belt, all of that. Along for the physical side, and this one might be a controversial pick. Colby Lopez, and you don't know that real name probably.
No, I don't.
His TV character, Seth Rollins.
Oh, that's his
it's
real
a
name.
bit of a stretch, you know what I mean? But Matt understands it, and I say it a lot of times that wrestlers play TV. They're TV characters at this point more than they are pro wrestlers. So I was like, putting Seth Rollins in there would be a lot of fun to watch.
WWE and AEW are TV shows, and I tell
sure.
you that all the time. It's
100%. And then rounding out my 8, Adam Sandler as Billy Madison.
Oh, Billy Madison. Okay.
So that was kind of where I went with it, in the direction I had it in my brain, and I thought people that would interact. And then I realized this whole list is nothing but male characters. I didn't put a female character on my list. So, and now that I think about it, and multiple ones are serial killers. So, and never mind. It's neither here nor there, the psychological analyzation of that list of characters I just pulled. But that was my list.
Well, seems to me, and I was agreeing with you a lot of the time, serial killers would be great at Big Brother. But anyway,
I have a serial killer on mine as well. So
who you got, Mar?
My list?
Yeah.
I had put character names and totally disregarded putting their real people names, but
so
I feel
like
fair.
Okay. But I'll start with Peter Dinklage. I also did put in there for Tyrion Lannister.
Hell yeah, you did.
Because he'll kind of get some of the drama going, but also will try to quell it. He'll be on someone's side trying to counsel them through it. I put Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother, Neil Patrick Harris.
Okay.
Just because I feel like gotta have a man slut in there somewhere. I forgot her name, but I put Samantha Jones from Sex and the City.
Okay.
You gotta have your loose one too. Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec.
Interesting choice. Okay.
Fantastic pick.
Because it would be like he's different, so he's gonna put the other ones off guard.
Yeah, and they usually have somebody older on the show too, so it's
to give that the old taste. And then I put
oh my god, Will, could you imagine Ron Swanson on Slop?
I feel like if Ron Swanson were to eat oatmeal for breakfast, that's essentially what slop is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but like not getting any meat would drive him insane.
Oh, 1,000%. I would also like, just in pure for fascination and loyalty for the entertainment, Ron Swanson interacting with fucking Lisa. that wild ass fucking edible
He'd be like,
glitter.
yo, if you try to put glitter on my steak right now, I will.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ron Swanson would be a fantastic pick for Big Brother.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Michael
there is
C.
somebody on the current season who's no longer on the show. Spoiler for those of you who haven't been watching the last like 2 weeks. But if you haven't, then give up. But anyway, yeah, she was like supposed to be like just like social media chef or some shit and all that kind of shit. And she was always putting edible glitter on people's food and all that. And yeah. Ridiculous. But anyway, sorry, keep going, Mar.
Michael C. Hall as Dexter Morgan.
Okay, so you both got Dexter. Okay.
Ellen Pompeo as Meredith Grey, because you got to have your kind of clean cookie cut person who's also going to be like, ooh. Tiffany Pollack as New York, because they're going to choose someone to be ignorant anyway, so might as well.
Okay.
you got to have some kind of drama bringer up in there, and I feel like New York is the one. And then so you have like your younger cast person who's going to be kind of, so everyone's going to be like, you're a baby. I chose Millie Bobby Brown as 11.
Wow, that's a great pick.
That's one when it comes to like a lot of the competitions and stuff, and having like the puzzle comps and all that kind of shit where you got to do a lot of running back and forth. You can do it without running back and forth and all that. You're like, huh.
And
That'd be interesting to see.
Because 11 doesn't get certain cues and such, like at first, like over time, because essentially she's new to the outside world when we first meet her. It's kind of like, I feel like some of the other people, especially like Samantha Jones, Tyrion, like they'll say something and she's gonna be like, I don't understand what you're talking about. And they'll just be like, oh, you're such a child.
They'll also see what she's able to do and they're like, we got to get her out now. Like
the first HOH challenge where they had to push the little thing along the path, but they weren't allowed to use their hands. 11 would just stand there and be like,
yeah.
Dexter's gonna be like, I can help take care of her, and they'll be like, bro, we don't want your way of taking care of her.
They'll go in the diary room and it'll be just covered in plastic sheets. And you'll be like, damn it, Dexter.
Oh man, was that all yours, Mara?
Yes, that was all 8.
That's quite the house.
Thank you. I wanted a fun experience to watch.
Well, I think mine would be pretty fun to watch also. This first pick is gonna be one that's like, really, Travis? Yes, really. Boy. My first person going into the house is Knuckles the Echidna.
From Sonic?
Yes.
From
like did you original see or did you see the Sonic? Did you see the Knuckles TV show?
I remember the character well.
Yeah.
I'm curious where the fuck this is going now. If that's straight out of the gate, I have no idea what's on the rest of your list. None.
So the thing is with him, he's just like, he's somebody who believes in being a warrior and all that kind of stuff, and straight up, fighting for things. So there's no way he's ever throwing a competition. There's no way he's ever trying to he's not trying to manipulate anybody. He's not trying to garner votes any kind of way. That he's like, no, straight up who I am. This is what I do. I'm a bad motherfucker.
Quintessential comp beast. Quite literally.
Exactly. And every week they try to get him out, but the problem is, as long as if it's any kind of physical comp, he's winning that fucking veto. So it's just like, it is what it is. Follow him up with Bruce Wayne, because the thing is, people see Bruce Wayne, they think he's just some rich dude that really can't do shit, but in reality, this is fucking Batman you're dealing with.
So is it Christian Bale? Is it George Clooney? Is it?
See, here's the thing.
Question.
When I think about Batman, none of them come to mind. What always comes to mind is Kevin Conroy's Batman from Batman the Animated Series. When I think of Batman, that's who I think of.
Okay.
I didn't see that one coming.
Me neither, but I could also see Bruce starting to get really annoyed really fast.
But also holding it together because he has to, which he does.
Yeah.
When he's Bruce Wayne.
I could maybe see Travis being an Adam West Bruce Wayne fan, just for the nostalgia of it. But I did not see the animated Bruce Wayne. That was not
that is my Batman always.
Travis makes a good point. I mean, you didn't specify they had to be real life people. Because that's what I went with. I was just like, oh, they got to be like real life people.
You just said, movies and TV shows. So that's
A
what I
video
went
game
with.
character in a cartoon so far. Travis is hitting it out of the fucking park. He understood the assignment.
He did. And that's why Travis gets the host.
Number 3 is another Bruce. This one's Bruce Banner. Because I want to see him trying to hold his anger in check while all these people in his house are driving him insane.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I have to be the nerd here, but that's what we do here. Which Bruce Banner? Are we talking like Smart Hulk Bruce and the Endgame saga? Or are we talking like just
because he
regular
has control over it? I don't want one that has control over it.
Okay, so you're going like full blown Bruce.
Yeah, let's just say like Ed
It
Norton.
could be like I was gonna say Ed Norton.
We can go there. We can go with that.
By the time we get to Mark Ruffalo, that's what he says in the first Avengers. I'm always angry.
Like he has control over it at that point. That's not fun. I don't want that.
We need 2005 Bruce Banner.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody pop off at breakfast and all of a sudden he's fucking flipping shit over in the house and stuff. I can get behind that.
I could imagine him in a restaurant with a crying baby is probably horrible. Or in a movie.
Hulk smash.
Number 4. Like you two, I also have someone from Game of Thrones, but not Tyrion.
Is it Littlefinger?
No, I'm going with Arya Stark.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm 100% convinced if Arya gets evicted, she's coming back in and she's killing somebody and taking their face to get back into the game.
Yeah.
Not to mention all of her other skills anyway of not get kicked out in the first place. But if it does happen, she can get back in.
Think about how handy it would be to be able to manipulate who you were in real time too.
Mm-hmm.
Because she could systematically take people out and then play their roles in the game to whoever she wanted to be. So she could be Mara when she needed to be Mara interacting with Travis, or she could be Travis.
When she takes somebody's face, I'm pretty sure you gotta kill them to take their face.
But that's what I'm saying.
So
yeah, she sneaks off as they get evicted, and they think they're gone. But you see what I mean? Like this could work. Yeah. This could work, Travis.
I hear you. Number 5, I need somebody else who can really manipulate people. And somebody who I've seen manipulate people better than pretty much anybody else was Sawyer in Lost. Sawyer was 100% a con man. It was what he did was get people to do things and make them think it's their idea, and it benefits him more than anybody else. I want to see Sawyer in this house. Number 6, I got Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay.
Okay. Like we need a badass woman in here, and I don't think women get much more badass than Rosa Diaz. Number 7, like Mara also went to Parks and Rec, but I brought some positivity to the mix, and I picked Leslie Knope because we need somebody hopeful and nice and happy, so it's not all people that you're like
serial killers and
exactly.
And
so I brought some happiness and hope to the house with Leslie Knope. And then number 8 is my go-to balance keeper, the one that's just I can look around and just tell you like it is. Stanley Hudson from The Office. And that is my big brother house.
Okay, so I was putting check marks. We all 3 had at least one superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Travis both had somebody from The Office. All 3 of us had somebody from Game of Thrones. Like, that says something to how similar we are as people. Like, I was curious about that because of all the shows and everything we could have picked from, we still had that many similarities or people from the same series. I low-key love that about us.